Welcome back, guys. I've been trying out alternatives to Battlefield, and a lot of people have been talking about World War III. It's supposed to be the next Battlefield, so Battlefield 4 with S steroids or something like that. But is it? Is it really? I don't know. So honestly, the look and feel of the game kind of feels like Battlefield. It's almost there. Like the camera, the maps, the movement, not quite. The movement actually feels a little bit slower. I don't know. It's like Battlefield went a little bit more tactical, a little less arcadey. You know, it's less of an arcade shooter as Battlefield can be qualified, just as like Call of Duty. But I don't know. I was playing it, and it is truly, I don't know, because it was mainly just getting a weird vibe that I was kinda playing Battlefield, but not really Battlefield. It's very weird. But don't get me wrong, the game's got players. The game is active. They're still fixing. They're doing development, so more stuff is coming out. More content, more weapons, more maps. They're working on that. They're fixing current issues, all that stuff, and honestly, it might actually get somewhere decent and somewhere very nice in a very short period. So let's look at some gameplay and tell me what you think in the comments. Don't forget, I stream live on Twitch every Thursday to Sunday. Leave a major like on this video, subscribe to this channel if you're not to, and hop on over on Twitch. We can chat live. Do it now. So I instantly already love the leaning engine. This I feel like Battlefield 4, if it had like this control of leaning, it would be just like freaking awesome. But see, like moving around, and it feels so much more strategical than Battlefield does. So honestly, I really kind of like that. So it's not that bad. As you can see, like the game icons are all very Battlefield-esque, very heavily inspired in all the Battlefields. So like we're capturing a base. We're now actually defending an active base point. So we got the squares with red and slash blue. Targeted. It's kind of different, but it's kind of the same. I did not try the Vulcan engine initially. I was just trying to move about the terrain and get a feel for it, and it felt very smooth, to be honest. But I got a feeling like I was floating above the air, you know, even with the camera tilting. It felt very much like I was just floating.
Enemies have overrun the Charlie area.
I do dig the like getting tired or getting suppressed or having some damage animation. The sounds actually sound really good, The game feels solid, but to me it feels like it's not there yet. This is probably a game to revisit in like 6 months or 7 months, if it still has an active community, if the developers are still working on it, which I hopefully think they will. So I gotta say, I kind of really enjoyed the little gadget. It was very entertaining to play with. It added a new depth to Battlefield, or to World War III. It was kind of clunky figuring out like the camera and the movement, but after I kind of sorted it out, it added more to the game. Like for example, you had the UCAVs and all those guys on Battlefield, but it didn't feel very Battlefield-esque. And this actually gives it more of that strategy feeling, you know, like your elite police force, and you're having the little drones to check out if there's a bomb inside, locate where the enemies are. That's kind of cool, and you can see it's likely it goes pretty far, you know. It goes pretty far. It's not perfect. It's kind of buggy, but let's be honest, it's way better than I expected. So basically that's it. They added like more stuff to the game, so there's something that actually pulls you in and
Enemy
and,
UAV
and
overhead.
adds more options to your gameplay. And of course, if you're an actual pro, not a freaking noob like I am, and know how to use the camera and
Objective Charlie
rotate
1
the
is
vehicle
under attack.
around and actually find bad guys, it's probably gonna be much cooler and more interesting than this. But I honestly think I was actually hating my my team for a second there.
Enemy radars are
So-
being jammed. Objective Charlie 1 is under attack.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So as you've seen, the map is kind of different, kind of the same, but the wheel of options is a little bit different. It actually has a more Apex vibe to it, so it's a little bit more detail, and it has more strong information, which I honestly like. So
Enemy
that's a
UAV
big plus for
overhead.
them.
Our UAV is online over the area. Our unit is taking
To be honest, the positional audio is not that good. Like, it's not giving you really good and straight and direct information from where the enemies are coming. They probably need to spend some time here and tweak it out and improve it. But it's almost there, so keep working it.
Objective Charlie 2.
So the deploy system is pretty much like a Battlefield. You can deploy on the squad commander, or on your squad mates, on our controlled flag point. The other thing I really enjoyed was the amount of open buildings. Like, you can pretty much go into every
Enemy
building
UAV
I
overhead.
found. It
Be
was
advised,
like so.
enemy offensive
I was
drone
really
spotted in your
impressed
AO.
by this, and this to me adds a
Offensive drone is ready for
completely
deployment. Our
bonkers
UAV is
level
online
of
over the
gameplay
area.
option. You know,
Area Charlie is
just
under
being able to actually explore and enter different buildings. That's top-notch stuff. That shows some actually true dedication to the map leveling, to the map design, and having and giving realistic options to the players. You know, like for example, PUBG. I think PUBG did that really nicely. Even though it's same repetitive models,
Our UAV is online
it adds
over the
depth to
area.
game. So you can be lurking and hiding anywhere. If you're a sniper,
UAV overhead.
dudes, it's gonna add a totally different depth to the gameplay, and just being able to actually
Bravo 2.
protect your head,
Enemy
protect your
airstrike
head,
back
and
approaching.
and think about what you're doing and how you're moving, because there might be a sniper in that building in front of you on the fourth floor,
Our
on
units
the
are taking
third
hold of
window from the
objective
right.
Alpha 2.
Dudes, that makes you think, you know, and I love that. So keep it up. Give us more empty buildings, more stuff that we can explore, and I'll definitely come back to this
Objective
game
Bravo
and see
1 is
what
under
what you
attack.
guys can bring to the table.
Enemies have overrun the Bravo area.
Honestly, like, the map seems big, but it doesn't play that big. You got some stuff. You got some space to walk around. You got some moving space for you, but you're easily and quickly engaging or near a fire point. So it's, I think it's just like, it's a good size, to be honest. It's a really good size. Some vaulting kind of pissed me off that you can do, but alright, I'll let it slide. But what the hell? What did I just spawn?
UAV is ready for deployment.
Alright. So this is that was the Call of Duty reinforcement style of gameplay apparently. So you gain access to some special rewards that you can use. And if you're not a noob again like me, you're probably gonna do better. Gun movement, gunplay feels very solid, you know, like you can modify your weapons pretty much just like a modern day shooter. You got add-ons, you got different weapons available, different mods, scopes, the works, you know, and it feels very solid. I rather enjoy it. It was, to me, it felt a little bit like a mix between PUBG and Battlefield, which kind of sounds weird saying out loud, but again, it's one of those things that you really have to try out and see if you like it and you adapt to it.
Our UAV is online over the area. Objective Charlie 2 is under attack.
So overall, I gotta say, I was very pleasantly surprised. Even though you know that the game is still in development, it needs more development. More development will come, and they got some issues to fix, and bugs to fix, and stuff to add. I kind of actually enjoyed my experience there. I would definitely go back and revisit it, as I've said before. What else have I not spoken about? The gadget system is very entertaining. It's very, it adds more depth to the game. As you notice right there, we had actually friendly fire on, which is kind of weird for an arcade shooter, but I'll let it slide. And what else? Yeah, we got vehicle combat, of course. Vehicle combat felt a little bit too arcade, to be honest. I kind of expected a little bit to be more solid, more fixed, you know, a little bit more grounded, like a little bit harder to rotate the weapons, less splash damage. I don't know, it was kind of weird, but that pretty much sums up actually the entire experience so far. You know, it's like you feel like you're playing Battlefield, but it's not Battlefield, but it could be Battlefield, but it's a different game. I don't know. I really don't know. But you can see by this footage that
enemy airstrike fast approaching.
I don't know, something's missing on the vehicle warfare. And the audio is actually not that solid, but hey, it's not a AAA game, so we cannot actually like lament too much from it. You see here, like so many missed shots. You know, it's kind of I don't know. All right, next we'll be looking at character customization. Let's take a dive.
Defend objective C1.
Alright, so the menus are pretty straight. You do have some visual modifications that you can do. Most of them felt a little bit like pay to look pretty, so you actually have to earn some cash, or so you have to play the game to actually get the credits and unlock stuff. But it felt deep. It felt like they added a lot of options, so you can actually like customize your character to look pretty different from all the others, with all the options from masks, helmets, vests, pants, boots. It's out there, you know. It's out there. It felt actually very solid. Even the tattoo system or the marks on the arms and on the face, it was nice. They have a nice feature. They know what the player base wants. The player base wants to be a unique, identifiable player. So they gone deep in this feature, as you can see from the gunplay. It does feel a little bit confusing how you actually purchased and you gotta go equip it, but I guess they can fine-tune that in the near future. Also, the menus felt a little bit too deep, like too extend. I don't know if this was the best design option, but again, it's not a AAA experience, so whatever. I can live with that. Now, looking at weapon customization, so you got like tons of skins, and you already seen like the little exploding of the gun. So you got tons of mods, tons of sights, tons of ammo clips. I don't know. It's just it felt very deep, like muzzles, different muzzles, different grips. It really felt deep. It really felt like they did their homework. They know again what they know what kind of crowd they want to bring to the game, what kind of players they want to bring to the game. And honestly, I rather enjoy this. I felt they did good set of homework. They have spent a lot of time setting up all these options, and again, it gives you something unique that in Battlefield was a little bit less, because Battlefield you just want to hop into the game. You really don't want to spend like 10 minutes looking at a freaking customization menu, right? And here it will feel like this is my gun. There is no other gun like it. This is my character. There is no other player like me. They all might look alike, but are they truly? And they actually have some effect in the game. So you honestly, this is a game within a game. You can spend so much time tweaking out your gun, your main weapon, your secondary weapon. You trick out your player. GG's here. GG's. So basically that's it, guys. Thank you so much for checking this video out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it's kind of lengthy, but I did want to give these guys a kind of a lengthy review / gameplay test, all that stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about it, if you played it, if you're going back to it. I'll probably record a new video about this in like 2 to 3 months, since it's been 2 or 3 months since I actually last played it. They usually do some free weekends every now and then, or some open days, so you can actually try the game without purchasing it. So I recommend that you do that. And if you really enjoy it, give them $1 or $2, because they deserve it. There's some very interesting things in this game, and it shows a lot of promise. Hopefully they'll keep developing the game, and we'll get to a state that's gonna have a true impact in modern warfare / kind of arcadey shooters. But you seen it's not truly an arcade shooter. It's something. It's an hybrid. Something more. So thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, be freaking super, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Oh yeah, you can also modify your vehicles, of course. Duh. But I'm not gonna talk too much. This video is already long enough. Bye.